Alright guys, bring the car over here one last time. Only changes made are race gas, about 100 octane. Went to a 3-1 pulley, revving it out to 6800, and done a bell mouth. As you can see, it's a 392 forged, cammed fuel system. This is a p1x head unit. Made a few runs already. I'm going to show you those in a second. The head unit is maxed out. I am overspinning it by about 2,000 RPM. Done the bell mouth. So now Alright guys, going to test, got a bell mouth on this. This is the Volant 4-inch bell mouth. I modified it a little bit. You can also get a coupler and a rubber coupler, like a 4-inch to a 3.75 and put on. I'm going to put the air filter and tube back on and make a pull and see what the difference is with the bell mouth and without. Alright guys, here's the numbers. The best one with the bell mouth was 926 and 746 on torque. The next best one was 897. Then with just the filter and tube on, no bell mouth, 872. But that was a hot pass, a hot run. So I've ran it back to back a couple times. So we're finishing up some tuning down and in, so it's probably a little bit more than usual. Probably on a perfect world about 30, 40 horsepower difference with a bell mouth if you were maxed out. But again, just like my last video, you can play around with dyno numbers. This is standard. Show you SAE. This is just a tool. I mean, you can change anything like the standard. You can play with smoothing. I mean, however, if you want a real comparison, take it to the track. I have not been to the track yet since we just turned it up. I don't know if I'll get back out this year or not because the tracks are basically shut down for the year. They might do one test and tune. Starting to get winter time around here, so. But this is pretty solid for a p1x, and I'm also on a drag radial, so it's losing probably 10, 20 horsepower even with these tires pumped up. So because it's soaking up a little bit of the power. And it's also should be making just another pound of boost, and where it don't have a load on it, it's making just a hair less, but that's right in the ballpark. This maxed out p1x Procharger on a 392, so that's what you can do on race gas. So not too bad, but we'll go over a few things to end the video. Alright guys, now that you've seen that video, car made pretty solid numbers for a maxed out Procharger p1x on a stock displacement VG 392, forged internals, cam, fuel system, 6.1 intake. It's ported, Hellcat throttle body, all the sporting mods. I did run the car on a drag radial, 305 45 17 Mickey Thompson AT Street R. I did pump them up to 35 psi, but still yet, just talking numbers, it's probably soaking up about 10 to 20 horsepower minimum. So I had about 10 to 20 to the overall number, which was 926. Only changes I made: retuned the car on 100 octane race gas, and I added a little bit of timing. Had the tuner add some timing, put a bell mouth on it, and dropped down to a 3-1 pulley, upper pulley. It's got an 18% lower on it. But yeah, that overspins a blower by about 2,000 RPM blower speed and some change. Shifting out at 6,800 RPM. The max blower speed on a p1x is 65,000. I was probably around 67,000 some change. So that's it for this blower. There's nothing else you could do to get out of it with this head unit, unless you might get another 40-50 if you've done a big stroker or this, that, add nitrous or something like that. But for a basic 392 with a proper cam and stuff, it's very capable of cracking 900 wheel, over 900 wheel as you've seen. I've seen a couple people do it with the P1X. One thing I might do over the winter, not sure yet, I'll show you. There's plenum right here next down under this cross member on this year with this for this Procharger kit. Kind of a little bit of a bottleneck. It's not crazy restrictive, but I feel like you could cut this out and do a 3.5-inch tube and just go here with it, and that will free up some CFM, maybe pick up another 10-20 at least. But that's kind of nickel and dominant, what I call. But here's the bell mouth I added. It's a vibrant bell mouth. It's a 4-inch inlet and a 7-inch bell. I did modify this when I slitted it around it so I can put a clamp around it and go straight to the back of the housing on the blower. But you could just buy a rubber coupler that's 4-inch, that goes to 4-inch to 3.75 and do it that way. But Procharger has the proper fitment bell mouths, but they are really expensive. This was like a $60 bell mouth, so 65 bucks. So not bad. Done a 3-1 upper pulley. I'll also link my other dyno video, which was on 93 with the bigger pulley and just the filter and stuff on. I'll put it down in the description. I just turned the car up. I have not went to the track yet, so. But with that much power, if you're getting really good weather and stuff, very capable of running mid-9s at full weight. I'll probably pull the seats out and just see what I can get. But that's probably going to be pretty much it. I went with race gas because my injectors, it's got a full 4 Invasions fuel system on it, return style fuel system, dual pump, 1,000cc injectors. I would have had to jump up to 1,200 injectors and have been like another 1,200 bucks or so roughly. And I just didn't want to do that because I'm going to run 2 tunes, which I already have now. I got a 93 octane tune with the bigger pulley on it. And I got a race gas tune with smaller pulley on it, bell mouth, and a little bit more timing. So, and I just didn't feel like going all back through the tuning process and messing with all that, so I just went with race gas. It was a simple solution. There's not even E85 stations around where I live. I'd have to drive an hour out of the way anyway. So, but like I said, I don't plan on keeping the car cranked all the way up to max all the time, because I drive it to go to car shows, go, here or there or whatever. Get out, cruise, go out to eat, So, then hit the track maybe once, twice a month. But that's probably not going to get to the track this year, as they're pretty much wrapping it up for the season, because it's getting ready to be winter time. But maybe. So, but more than likely, probably around springtime before we get back out. So, but probably going to be about it. As far as dyno numbers, just like I said in the video, dyno's just a dyno. It gives you a reading. It's a tool. You can dyno a number one place, go down the road, dyno a completely different number. Real test, real comparison is to take it to the track and look at the time slip. But that's probably going to be about it for this video. Pretty happy with it so far. Do plan to get a built transmission, upgrade my axles, and that will probably be about it. I might later on. I don't know for sure yet. They are a new head unit coming out that has not been released yet. It's called the p1r. This is the p1x. And from my understanding, it still utilizes the same front gear case and housing, but the back half, the volute, they call it, and the compressor wheel is different. And it is capable of 1200 plus, which I got the motor built to handle around 1200, so to the wheel. But we'll see. That's going to be it for this video. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks.